Good morning, dear students of class 12th. Today we are going to take up the question and answers of the chapter of the short story titled The Scarecrow, written by Satyajit Ray. The first question in the discussion part of the chapter is: Who is Mrigyanko Babu? Why did he go to Durgapur? Mrigyanko Babu was a famous and popular writer. He went to Durgapur as he was invited to a cultural function there, which was held in order to felicitate him. The second question is: what happened to him on his way back to Calcutta? On his way back to Calcutta, as they were about to reach Panagra, his car ran out of petrol. He was accompanied by his driver Sudhir, who had paid no attention to his alarm about the petrol gauge. Third question is: the writer says about Mrigyanko Babu, I quote, "He was not one to believe in superstitions, and certainly never consulted the almanac before travelling anywhere." What is his tone? Tick the right answer. From the four options in the book, the first one is serious, second is mocking, third is approving, fourth is critical. So we will tick the first option, serious. His tone was very serious. Give reasons for your answer. The writer is serious about Mrigyanko Babu's lack of faith on superstitions, because being a lack of faith in superstition. Because being a well-read and published writer, Mrigyanko Babu was above such small things like superstitions and magic, etc. The fourth question is: Mrigyanko tried doing different things to kill time while waiting for his driver. What did he finally decide to do? After doing many things to kill the time, Mrigyanko Babu finally decided to think about a new plot for a story. As the Bharat magazine had asked him for a story, he decided to think about one. Fifth question is: what attracted Mrigyanko Babu to the Scarecrow? The torn red and black printed shirt the Scarecrow was wearing attracted Mrigyanko Babu's attention. It reminded him of someone. He tried hard but could not remember, yet he felt sure he had seen someone wear such a shirt a long time ago. Question number 6 is: what changes did Mrigyanko Babu notice in the Scarecrow? When Mrigyanko Babu looked steadily at the Scarecrow, he felt that its appearance had changed somewhat. First and foremost, its two arms seemed lowered a little. It was also standing a little less stiffly and more like a real man. Then he saw a second pole standing upright next to the first one, or were those not bamboo poles at all but legs? Then it seemed that the black pot has become smaller like a human head. Mrigyanko Babu could not believe what he saw. Now there could not be any doubt that the Scarecrow was coming to life and had also moved forward. Question number 7 is: who was Abhiram? Why had he lost his job in Mrigyanko Babu's house? Abhiram was a servant of Mrigyanko Babu. He lost his job as he was found guilty of stealing a costly watch by the witch doctor. This resulted in expelling him out of Mrigyanko Babu's house. Question number 8 is: now I have found peace. How did Abhiram find peace? Abhiram found peace by finally successfully telling the truth about the stolen watch to Mrigyanko Babu. Actually, it wasn't stolen by him, but was lying under the wardrobe from the last 3 years. Question number 9. Abhiram is nothing but the product of Mrigyanko Babu's imagination. Do you agree with this statement? Why and why not? I don't agree with this statement. Abhiram wasn't a product of Mriganko Babu's imagination. He was a real man of flesh and blood who worked at Mriganko Babu's house. But the scarecrow and its gradual transformation into Abhiram was undoubtedly a product of Mriganko Babu's imagination. And the scarecrows revealing the truth about the lost watch was a fascinating work of his imagination. Question number 10th is complete the following table with words from the box below to illustrate Mriganko Babu's character. Also find evidence from the story to support your answer as shown in the examples below. So we are given the task to find the characters which Mriganko Babu had among these. First is rational, superstitious, prejudiced, dull, imaginative, narrow-minded, patient, tolerant, good-natured, creative. So among these we after reading the story find out that Mriganko Babu is rational, he is imaginative, he is patient, he is tolerant, he is good-natured and creative. But we are also asked, also find evidence from the story to support your answer as shown in the example below. So we will find out certain examples, certain certain evidence from the story. For the rational part, we will read here, he was not one to believe in superstitions and certainly never consulted the almanac before traveling anywhere. So Mr. Mriganko Babu was a rational being. He was above these kind of superstitions. Imaginative. How we know that Mr. Mriganko Babu was imaginative? We know Mr. Mriganko Babu was imaginative because he was a Mriganko Shekhar Mukhopadhyay was a famous and popular writer. He was imaginative. He can think of many fictional plots and stories. Therefore, he was a popular and famous writer. Patient and tolerant. We find his nature of patience and tolerance here. Another ambassador passed Mriganko Babu's car. He drank some more tea, then got out again. Sudhir was not going to be back for another hour. How could he spend that time? So, Mr. Mriganko Babu, after he was stuck at that place where his car broke down, so he waited for almost 4-5 hours for his Sudhir. So, this shows his tolerant and patient nature. Good-natured and creative. How we know that Mr. Mriganko Babu was a good-natured person and creative also? We will know about his good nature here. Mriganko Babu was an amiable man. He did not usually snap at his driver or servants, but the thought of sitting alone in his car for more than 2 hours in the middle of nowhere made him irritable. And the creative nature of Mr. Mriganko Babu is presented in these lines. A plot had started to form in his head even during the short journey for Durgapur. So even during such a short journey, his mind started working and he can think about a plot for the short story. So after doing the question answer series, we will move to the reference to the context part. Read the extracts given below and answer the questions that follow. He put his notebook away, climbed out and lit another cigarette. Then he walked a few paces and stood in the middle of the road. It seemed as if he was the only human being in the whole world. He had never felt so completely desolate. Who is he in these lines? What was he writing in the notebook? Who caught his attention and why? These lines are from the short story titled The Scarecrow, written by Satyajit Ray. For the first part, who is he in these lines? In these lines, he refers to Mriganko Babu. Second, what was he writing on the notebook? He was jotting down some points about a new plot for a short story to be sent to Bharat magazine. Third is, who caught his attention and why? The scarecrow caught his attention because it was slowly and gradually transforming into a real human being. So the second part of the reference to context is, because I knew that one day I would meet you again, my heart longed. Yes, even a dead man can have a heart to tell you what I learned after death. So these lines are from the short story titled The Scarecrow, written by Satyajit Ray. First question, why did Abhiram want to meet Mriganko Babu? He wanted to meet Mriganko Babu to tell the truth. What did Abhiram learn after death? After death, Abhiram learned that the watch he was accused of stealing was lying under the wardrobe from the last 3 years. How had he been declared a thief? He had been declared a thief after the witch doctor's wicked ray had pointed towards him. What was he accused of stealing? He was accused of stealing a costly hand watch gifted to Mriganko Babu as a wedding gift. So this was all from the discussion part of the title of the chapter titled The Scarecrow. Thank you so much for watching.